All right, it's Friday again. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. So today I'm going to continue the featured contracts. I still have a few to do. Hey, Shrimpy. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Yeah, I have a few. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 featured contracts left to do. Oh yeah, what shall we do first? Is any one of these a pain in the ass? Did you know, Shrimpy? Because then I will do that one first. Just to get it out of the way. Otherwise, I'll go to. Oh, these are 2 Ambroses, so I'll do one of these first, then this, and then the other one, so that we don't go to the same place twice in a row. Hopefully my mic is working. I have a new microphone. And yeah, it's been a journey. I see my thing coming, so let's see. Let's pull up Twitch on my phone. Hokkaido one is tricky. Yeah, that one I already did that. Let's see. Oh, this one. Oh, this one is Hokkaido. I thought I did Hokkaido already. Okay, tricky one. Well, okay, do that second, because then I have these. Then I can warm up with one of these. This one, then this one, then this one. I think I'll do it that way. But you saying that means you can hear me, so... Oh, I still wanna hear how that sounds. Which... Let's mute this. Well, I'm not signed in on my browser, so I see commercial. I thought I had pre-roll ads turned off, so let's see. Hello, this is a test. Can I get sound, please? Do I have it muted Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, sounds good. We're off to the races. Nice. Okay, so that works. Cool. I thought your one was the best of the batch. Well, thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it accessible for everybody, no weird shenanigans. And it was a pretty easy contract, I think. But yeah, thank you for the compliment, man. Your one isn't too bad, so which one was yours? Let's see. Aussie. Oh. Mendoza. Was mercenary. This one was mine. Still don't know how Argus did it so fast. Let's see. Liquid. Oh, the last one. Make it bunch, this one. Oh, that's purple. Oh, so I still need to do yours. That's this one. Then. Ah, Shrimpy. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll do this one first. I do them in reverse order. I'll start with this one. Okay. Turn that down a bit. It's a bit loud in my ears. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Who's that crossing my bridge? You must pay the toll or pay the price. These people didn't pay the toll. They are now paying the price. Okay. Molotov thrown weapon. Okay. I'll take a Molotov. That's an explosive. Molotov. Okay. Electrocution. Molotov. Huh? There are Molotov on the map. Let's see. In drowning accident. An electrocution accident. Okay, so micro taser. Since we're starting at the bridge, I'll probably start at the shrine. Hey Credo, welcome. Happy Friday. Smuggled item. Shrine. I don't really need to bring that. No. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we need to do. Two in the mob, one at the metal merc area, and one in the ruins. Oh. Oh, right. The metal worker. Right. I remember. Maybe it's better off to start there. No, I'm not into biochemistry at all. Oh, he's Please, somebody help me! Help! He's drowning. What the hell? Replan. Okay, so we're starting as a metal worker. So I could get the second Molotov cocktail. Still not sure how to get him to drown, though. Oh well, we'll see. We will see. Put down the torch, 47. Let's see. Over here. Okay. What is your... There's a trick for the drowning guy. Oh, no, for sure. What is you? Oh, with the Molotov. Okay. If I do it like this. Bonk. Oh, he saw that? No. I don't think I need to do this, but just in case. Wait, what? Okay, I can't put... I thought I could put a thing there. The big tree. I have no idea where the big tree is. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Ideas are forming. I think I need to let him move a little bit farther away. Wrench. What was the thing I wanted to do? Oh, right. Yeah, I don't... See, I don't have to smuggle it in, because I have it here. Okay, move, you bastard. Move. Yeah, if I kill him here, he will see him fly. If I do it here, it should be okay. Oh, he sees that? Yeah. Do I have to wait till he's here that he can't see, or do I need to turn him around or knock him out or something?
What's your part in all this mess, pal?
Okay. Let's see. Is there any shenanigans? No. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. This first. Okay. Bonk. Oh, he had to turn around right now. Oh my god. I hesitated too long. Come on. Maybe I should just throw the crowbar there, or the wrench. Okay. Because now he's facing... Oh, he's facing this way. If you wait for him to get to the end of the pier and crouch throw by the boxes, will be fine. Oh, really? So he did... So that's out of sight of him. Okay. I thought he might see that. Okay. Cool. Molotov. This side, maybe. Oh, guess you're right. Okay. A bomb just went up for fuck's sake.
Get out of here! Now! Move!
Okay, that's her. Okay. I think I can do that. I think if I shoot that... I have to wait till he's past her. So she's the closest one, yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Sure. Okay. And then... where is the next one? Over there. Okay. Cool, that's her. Okay. This a coin? Oh, a bottle. There we go. There we go.
Hey, are you into biochemistry at all?
No. Let's see. So he's a Molotov thing. Okay, cool. Oh, we've got... Oh, he moved away. Okay. Nice. Okay. He's coming here. Let's see. Okay. So maybe from here. Why?
Hey,
Can't I shoot through the leaves? Oh, when I shoot it now, he's gonna panic.
nothing here. Proceeding to next sector. Hey! Oh shoot! Help me! No, you gotta help me!
Oh, I got one from as a. Now they're coming.
Don't just stand there. Do something.
Damn, that thing's beyond fixing.
Oh man, I think some bad shit is going down. Would you
I think some bad shit is going down.
do my job?
Ah, he doesn't like me. Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, any of this guys. Phew. I thought.
Okay, I'm afraid to say we got some trouble coming.
Okay, calm the fuck down. Or maybe it's better to do him first.
Nothing here, command.
Then I'm dealing with the other guy's routine. I don't know. Okay. Okay. He's okay.
Huh? Hey, you! Go! Oh, this is good. Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
I'm guessing I need to throw him over here, but throw me, yeah, he dies. Oh, where does he go? Where do you go, my lovely? You're gonna go down here? Interesting. This is not where I needed you to go. Bonk. Hopefully nobody's walking up here. Because I need to drag them all the way down there. Afraid he will see. Okay. I don't have the key for that. Oh, I have the key for this. Okay. Da 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 da.
Hello there, sir.
Stuck here. I think I was better suited for the motor vehicle.
Got it. Right. There we go. So yeah, what's the trick for what was the trick for him? Because I just dragged him to the water and be done with it, but can you make him drop through the trap door in the bridge? And then, is that a drowning, or does it count as an accident or something? He didn't drown. Okay. Let's see. Experimental time. Let's see. Let us see. Sorry, I'm munching on some candy here.
Hey, are you into...
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
If I make him sick first, where does he go? Oh, here. Okay. Let's see. I hope he goes all the way down to the water, because then I can just shoot him in the leg. I think he does.
What the hell is that?
It's also not a drowning. That's a full accident then. What the fuck? He clearly drowned, but it doesn't count as a drowning. So he's the puzzle. There's no toilets nearby. Well, that leaves this. Let's see if this opens with a
Okay.
with an explosive. I don't think so because I couldn't even get the. Where's that? Oh, over here. I couldn't even get the plank to loosen on scale to get to the starfish. So let's see if that works. Probably not. But yeah, for science, right? For science!
Anyone copy? Someone set off an explosion.
Nope. Need a crowbar for that. Yeah, I know. That's why I was the. That's why I picked up the crowbar when I started as a metal worker. But I was just checking if I can also open it with an explosive. But yeah. Then we go here. Then I can. I don't need a seeker. What I want to put here is a knockout dart. Why do you ask? Well, no, I don't really need that. Well, maybe. Well, couldn't hurt to have it. Okay, let's go. Couldn't hurt, couldn't hurt. Put that torch down. Give me that. No, there's a crowbar right here. Used it many times. I have to... Yeah, okay. Picked it up. Picked it up. That's the lady. Theoretics, no, I can't. Because then I can't get easily to the Molotov. So we'll start here.
Hello? You hear me? It's going south around here. Bombs are going off, man.
Bombs are going off, man. There we go. For some reason, if they fall through the thing on the bridge, it counts as a drowning kill. Yeah, that's what I figured. Give me some lunch? Sure, man, sure. Hope you're having a great lunch. I already had my lunch. It was about an hour ago. Okay. Yeah, let's go get this guy.
Hey, are you into...
Okay. Cool.
Hey, are you into biochemistry at all? Huh. Man, this was not some firecracker. I think they might be looking for an expert. Huh? What was that? Command area is all clear. Please advise, over. Why does this shit just keep on happening to me? Okay. Excuse me, sir. You can't leave that lying around here. Damn. Okay.
He will walk to his death so I can get to the exit. No, he didn't. What? God damn it. Hopefully I can drag him over the trapdoor and make him fall. Good, he's going the other way. He just ignored the coins in its entirety. Gee, what? That's a bummer. That doesn't work. Crap. Okay. Oh, I thought I could just ignore him. Maybe I... Is there something else they will pick up? Probably not. Come on, pick it up. Okay. Hey, Abai. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Just working on Shrimpy's featured contract. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait, where's my detonator?
Go see, will you? No worries.
Oh, I already pulled it, apparently. Weird, weird, weird. Hey, Shardy, welcome. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. That was weird. He didn't die. Oh, that was weird. A 10 stream streak. Nice. Nice. Thank you, man. Thank you for hanging out every time. Okay. There we go. Okay. You gotta get to the end of the pier. Get a move on, you lazy bastards. What was your race? It was so much fun, man. So much fun. Already, I have been toying with building a play seat in the past, but I just don't have the room to put it up. Maybe when my son moves out and his room will be available, and maybe I could make a racing setup there. Hey. Apparently I didn't pick up the Molotov cocktail. For fuck's sake. There it is. Fuck. Yeah, the race we did was a Formula 1 race, and we did it on Zandvoort. That's the Dutch Formula 1 track. That's sadly going off the roster, if I'm not mistaken. God, why is it so hard to grab that thing? That's what she said. So yeah, that's and because that's the because that's my country's racetrack. We did that on that track. It's a tricky track with a. It has a going over a hill part with a bend, a corner that's right behind that. So you have to be very careful. And I did all right. Wasn't super good, but yeah, at least I beat all of my family. Bankings. Well, there's one corner that has a bit of a bank, but there's one part you're going over a hill, and there's like you gotta brake because there's there's literally a corner over the hill. So yeah, you gotta be very, very careful. Otherwise, you'll just go off the track. It's an old-style track, yeah. Yeah, the Zandvoort track is pretty old. God damn it. Right here. Oh, I was going too far. Okay, is she going? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, but it was the settings were set to easy mode because yeah, we're all inexperienced drivers, so we had traction control on, anti-lock brakes, and the driver line was enabled. So yeah. But my wife is not a racer at all. My fastest lap on that one was 121. On my computer, I have 115. And her lap time was 2 minutes 38 or something. But the important thing is we all had fun.
Hey, are you into bio?
Huh, I love heights.
The hell just blew up? Hey, boy, move out.
Okay. I have an idea. What if Oh, there's two of these guys coming. That's a bit of a bummer.
Place could be rigged. Affirmative.
What I want to do is knock one of them out, put them on the other side of the, and then lure him over. I could knock them both out.
Not here. Find the perp. Check over there. Understood.
Check over there! Check over there! Don't know which one of these two is. Guess I'll just do it like this. Okay. Loosen this. Coin him over. No.
Hey, break it, you buy it.
Hopefully he'll see the dudes.
Why me? Why me? Guess it's just one of those days. Damn. What?
Yep, he found them.
Can I call a doctor? Hello?
So hopefully he will walk over the trapdoor. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so let's confirm. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that guy was the puzzle. Okay. There we go. Done. Done. Done.
Duh. Winning.
Okay. Cool. 2 of 4. Okay, let me guess. Argus. In 2 minutes 47. 347. Okay. Okay. Respect that. 517. 921. Okay. Well, they got it done. So, GG's, guys. Oh, that was fun. Well done, Shardy. Shrimpy, I could say. Shrimpy made that one. Contracts featured. Let's see. Got 2 left. Let's go to Hokkaido. Fire, screwdriver, scissors, cleaver, assault rifle. That's the motorcyclist. Oh boy. You start waiting for Yukio, right? So don't want to do him first. Him being in this position suggests I do him last. Fire. In this version he is in his office. Oh, patient 0. Oh, that means we have... Oh my god, then I have to start over there. Yeah, there's only one starting location, so there's no... Crappity crap. Agent Smith was gifted a wicked invitation that involves 3 yoga lessons. However, these 5 targets created a virus which already infected Owen Cage and Agent Smith unbeknownst to him. 47. You must infiltrate undetected and take out these 5 targets while saving your good buddy Agent Smith. We'll leave you to prepare. Okay. Interesting. So, fire. Can I... I'm already bringing fire. Okay. Screwdriver. We can find that on a map. Scissors we can find. Cleaver we can find. I think. The kitchen, so I don't need a breaching charge. Maybe I'll take a key hack. Nails, okay. Where the fuck is he? Oh well. Smuggled items. See if we'll need it. Let's go. Let's go! By the way, how's the microphone sounding, guys? I have a new one because the other one blue screened my PC constantly, so I've now got a Rode XM50. Let's see, is there anything useful here? A coin, okay. No crowbars, no nothing, okay. Wonder what the best way to go is. Let's go here. Let's go bench sitter first. Oh. How do you not see this chrome dome, dude? Let's restart. So then I don't have to wait. Get the coin. Because why not? Oh, that's nails. Where the fuck am I gonna get a cleaver? In the no shenanigans, so coins. There are 2 at the sushi restaurant and in the morgue. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's probably only a knife here. Sushi restaurant, so that's upstairs. Even for him, scissors and screwdriver. Yeah, that's a knife. Oh, I know where you mean.
Please get out of here. Hey, you!
Right here.
Take a walk. Get out of here.
There's the cleaver.
False alarm. Nothing to report.
Am I allowed back here? I am.
Someone's messing about. What can I say? You guys think you want
Maybe. Oh, by the way, is it thrown or is it... It's melee, so I can't knock him out. Okay. Okay. I don't want to go all the way to the morgue for him right now. Replan mission. A restart mission. Let's go. Whoop. Too bad there isn't a guard here.
Okay.
Come and get it.
In the...
Got you now. Oh, I am carrying a calmer. I don't know why, but okay. Get your outfit. Cool. Put you over here. Boop. Got him. Cool. Oh, he doesn't like me. Doesn't really matter. Out of the way, sir. Give me a cleaver.
Say what?
Okay, let's go take care of nails. Yeah, get up, dude.
Please stop.
Okay. Just to be on the safe side, put you in here. Cool. Okay, who's next? You. Where are you? Oh, you're... Oh. Do I need to bring my own assault rifle? Is there an assault rifle on this map? Probably not, right? They're all pistols. It would mean I'd have to take in a assault rifle. That would be smuggled in then. No AR on the map. Yeah, crap. Fuck me. Wait, what?
Welcome.
See that glitching over there? See that?
How unfortunate.
That was weird.
To affect your final payment.
Shardy_waffles_ just redeemed. How unfortunate.
So, let's see. Even... Yeah, I have the free camera mod. They don't have ARs. They don't have ARs. Oh, right. It's Patient Zero map. He's in his office, so that's up here somewhere, right? Right here.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Panda. Welcome. Happy Friday. Can I, like, shoot him from somewhere else? Like, say, from here. Gotta get rid of this dude.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Shardy_waffles_ just redeemed. Bold strategy, Cotton.
Let's see. That means I gotta smuggle in an AR. I gotta do a pickup. Kitchen food storage. I'm going nearby the restroom. I could put it over here. There's an oil barrel close to the target. Yes, Panda, I have free cam on Hitman. Oh, you mean... Oh, I see what you mean. So I can take an AR here instead of the oil canister. Cool. That helps people who don't have that unlocked yet, so that's good. Let's see, assault rifle. I want to have a single shot. I think it's this one, right? Show details. Accurate. Semi-auto. Yeah. Cool. Let's take that. And I don't need this. I'm gonna take this. Yeah.
Hello there.
You too? Yeah, that it really helps sometimes to to get a good view of where to go to shoot helps. It helps. Come on in and claim your prize. Bum, 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 bum. Got you now. Okay. Get this. Go get the cleaver. Watch out that he doesn't see me. Cool.
Jeez.
This.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, Nails, I'm coming for you.
Huh. Hey, just...
Get wrecked. Okay. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Coin. You can never have enough coins. Okay. Let's see. He's over there. Is there any way I can do it from here? Bulletproof glass, of course. God damn it. Oh, I don't need to do this. I can just...
Excuse me, you seem to have forgotten something.
Forgotten something. Almost tempted to try and climb this, but he can't.
We're upping security at the moment, sir, so I'm afraid I can't let you through here.
I'm one of you guys.
Can't be here.
Crap.
No way. I must be getting the heebie-jeebies. There's nothing out here. Hey, who the hell are you?
I'm nobody.
No, you are way out of bounds, sir. Look at that whip. Doesn't break right.
Yeah, that's right. Bodyguard school wasn't all fun and games.
Is there like a penetrating AR somewhere? Let's see. Because can I like... He's over here. That's 2 doors. So there's 1, 2 panes of glass if I shoot him from here. What? What the hell? Is this guy always here jumping off? Let's see. Console. Replay. Want to see if I can make that. Okay, weird. Okay, let's see. Hey, thank you so much for the salary sub, Penny.
Happy Friday, less than 3.
Happy Friday, less than 3 to you too, Penny.
Are you watching this?
Ah.
All right, go check it out.
Need a medic here! Protect me!
Is there an AR that's like penetrating? Because this is, I like this single shot one, but they're all, no. They're loud and proud, but yeah. Wonder if there's an angle I can do. I don't want to go up there. Let's just go. Let's go in here for a second. Let's see this. So he's in here. If I shoot him through there, yeah, should be good. But yeah, this is bulletproof. This isn't. Yeah, I can't from here. Especially not with a loud thing. Can't from there. What's over here? Yeah, that's too much crap in the way. No. That's no shot. This is no shot. No shot from here. Well, no. Means there's also no shot from here. No. It only leaves this, but yeah, we already determined that's not a... Oh, I'm a bit high up from here. Oh, they're looking to the guy that jumped off. Yeah. That means there's only a shot from here, but that doesn't kill him. Maybe with a penetrating sniper, but not with an AR. That means I have to get in here. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Let's see. The morgue is down here, right? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yes, these are the featured contracts, so this is one of the last I have to do. I have to be in a motorcycle outfit? What? Is the motorcyclist in this thing over here? Let's spawn in here. I'm just...
Hey, buddy, you're way past where you're allowed. Stop right there. Hey, you, drop the...
Yeah. Okay. You got this, brother? Yeah. I will figure it out. Okay, let's see. Is he... No. What? Oh, we gotta get you with a screwdriver. Okay, there's a screwdriver right here, so that's not a real problem. Okay, screwdriver.
Hey, Mr. Bodyguard. Hey.
Shut up. Are you where is the outfit? Is it over here? Aha. Okay, so there's the outfit. Then we get him with the screwdriver. Bonk. And I do gotta hide him in here, because otherwise the dude there will see him. And then if I change into the suit... Here... Maybe this is the last thing. Oh. Over here, you doofus. We go up here. All the way to the tippy top. Ah!
Red leader. Target spotted. Hit the deck.
He ate that headshot like a champ. Man, I gotta take this way up. Let's see, where is this coming from the morgue? Oh, it's this door. Okay. 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 So yeah, pick up the thing over there. Jesus, people, let me work out a plan here. God damn it. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I think we know what to do. A super busy day yesterday. Go to chill and lurk. Yeah, sure, Penny. Sure. Take all the rest you need. So, but how was the burning guy next to a drum? Because he was nowhere near that, but okay.
Huh?
Come on in. Come and get it.
Noises. Stand by.
Come and get it, come and get it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay. Put you here. Cool. Get the cleaver.
Huh? Want to be a bit more careful, sir?
Mind your own business. Okay. I'm coming for your nails.
What the hell? Oh no!
Okay. Whoop. I can't even remember why I'm going here. Do, 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 do. All right, who is he? Who are you? Oh, you're the screwdriver guy. Okay. Yeah, he. He doesn't even care. They don't penetrate. Fuck. I knew that. Why did I try it again? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Okay. Coin. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
We've got a possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Sweeping area. You don't even have a broom. I've got you now. Okay. Get your outfit. Cool. Yeah, I know I left the briefcase, but I'm going back there anyway, so what's the point in picking that up?
Hey, you're allowed to apologize, you know.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Surprise! Surprise! Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's think about this. He's gotta be in the motorcycle outfit. What's the easiest way to get to the morgue from here? Down here. Oh, that's the director's office. I'm here. And I need to get to here. There's going down there. Okay. Got you now. That was quite a thing. Can I put him here? No, I can't. Get out, 47. Okay. Let's put you right here. Okay. Grab that. Still doesn't like me over there. But he doesn't care. Okay, cool. Screwdriver, I need it for that dude. Let's put you in the closet. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now I need to change into this. No, I need to change into that thing over there and then go up these stairs. There's a dude over there. I didn't pick up the coin.
Oh dear. Thought I heard something. Checking it out. Over.
Okay. Lever. I don't need it anymore. Okay. Get you out of the way. Why are you doing this? There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Crap. This is not the stairwell I need to be on. Crap. Why the fuck? How is he near fire?
Command, he's easy to find.
Why am I stuck? How the fuck am I supposed to get him with fire? He's nowhere near fire. So that was a lie. So I also need to bring some oil just to get him. Because there's no barrels here, and he's up here. Let's see, there's no... Why is the briefcase there? Coins. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Scissors are here.
Hey, you! Wherever you are, you ain't helping yourself.
You ain't helping yourself. Let's see. No, there's no...
What happened?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell, buddy? Ah!
There is no fire here. Nowhere near a barrel. The closest barrels is over there.
Hello there.
So that means you can maybe lure him over there if you're lucky somehow. There's a barrel down there. You can't even hit that from here. Why is all this shit bulletproof? It's easier if you get him at the start. Then I have to go all the way here. Let's see where Barrel Boy is. Let's see. Where is he? Who is he? Drugy, Scissors. He's over. No, that's Cleaver. There's Fireboy. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's on the helipad. He's here. Ooh. Okay. That's an SMG, right? That's not an AR, so yeah. Okay. I got that one out of the way. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, now I can just go past these dudes and to get the cleaver. Okay, okay. Okay, makes sense.
the pros take over.
Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Boink.
Please don't.
Anyone else on this level? No. Now we go up. That's a good doctor, right? Crap.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a doctor. Um. Oh, right now I can just go in there, right? Hello, boys.
What's up?
That's a crowbar. Use the scissors, okay. Scalpel.
Hey, right along down there, Mr. Cage. Thanks.
Let's see. Why doesn't...
Right this way, Mr. Cage.
Why doesn't the fucking door open? They just walked through the wall. Oh, fuck off.
Ron Cage, huh? Heard he was a big deal once. Worked for Ether back in the day. Sure, I read a few of his papers.
Oh, that's a scalpel. I thought I saw a pair of scissors. It's a fucking scalpel, so there's no need for me to go in there. God damn it. Can be such an idiot sometimes.
Checking out some strange noises. Stand by.
Strange noises. Okay. Give me your outfit. Okay, cool. Down here. I could go up here. But I need a screwdriver first. Screwdriver and scissors. And a cleaver. Oh, the cleaver I'm gonna pick up now.
Say what? Welcome.
When I heard the name Nails, I always think of that movie. Can't remember which one it is. It seemed clear as day.
Huh?
Oh, is that like RoboCop? Maybe? Is there something like a screwdriver here nearby? No, no. Oh. In the morgue? Yeah. I was hoping there would be one here, but yeah. But no! I thought there was one here too. Hammer. Well, at least I can get to this point here. Get rid of the cameras. Let's put you in the box. Oh, why am I red gunned now? Did somebody see that? No, nobody saw that. Crap. For some reason I'm red gunned. Ugh. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Well, somebody said it was a pain in the ass contract, and it is. Oh boy. Still don't understand why I was red gunned earlier. That was weird. Okay.
Try not to get in my way. Okay, just do your thing, sir.
Right. Right. Going here. Strange. Yeah.
Weird.
He sees that. Okay. Now I understand why why there's red, but
Let me see your hands.
oh.
Need to drop the axe.
Crap. Okay, so lure them out. Gotta knock everybody out here. Pain in the ass. Oh, this way.
Dispatch, I just heard something fishy.
Okay. No, I gotta get the cleaver first.
Jeez. Hey, you're allowed to apologize, you know.
I'm allowed, but I'm not gonna. Don't think it's necessary to do this, but yeah. Oh, just to be sure. Melee, melee. Okay, everything is melee. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
What the hell is that?
Stay here to be safe.
You don't have to say that again.
Okay. Got it. Should I like put this guy in the closet too? Okay, 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 okay. Here's got my scissors. Okay, cool. Now I gotta get the screwdriver. Ah!
Sir, please refrain from throwing stuff around right
Bonk. Oh, fuck me, man. God damn it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Man. Maybe if... Okay. I think I'm better off if I take up the... Can I just do this? No. Okay, yeah, yes, 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 yes.
Hello? Is anyone there? Okay.
For fuck's sake! Oh my god, he fell into the flames and still it wasn't enough. Okay, that's what you get for changing your plan.
Checking out some strange noises. Stand by.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. This contract is pretty frustrating. Yeah, it's it's a pain in the ass. I have the feeling I need to knock everybody out in the morgue, but yeah, maybe if I get the good doctor's outfit, then I'm a bit more safe. But then I still need to move around and get the motorcycle outfit, which means everybody doesn't like me anymore in that environment. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass. But either way, I'm screwed. I think I just need to knock everybody out.
This is 100.
Okay. Okay. Can never have enough Whompers. Okay.
Come on, give me a
Bonk. Can't change outfits because I'm already him. How's my status? Still they don't like me. Ah, frustrating. How about him? Okay. He's all right with me. Oh, let's take care of this. Kissers. Right. Cool. Let's get rid of him. Him again! Really? God damn it, man. Okay, but since he's not enforcing, maybe I'm just better. I can lure him into the room so he's out of sight of the dude. I'm getting impatient. Being impatient is my downfall. Okay, so that should put them in reasonably part of the cycle. Okay. Yeah, going through here is not an option.
What? Got a possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Oh, I knew it. You idiot. See, that's what I mean. I'm getting impatient because I've done this so many times now. Wrong. Here.
Thought I heard something. Checking it out. Over.
God damn it!
My brain is big and smart.
That's all you can do, right? Laugh at yourself. Okay. My own freaking stupidity.
What in the...
Easy, easy. There we go. Okay. Now. Don't fuck it up. Just take your time. You're not a speedrunner. Got all the time in the world. There's no limit. Only one guy needs to be in a specific suit. Okay, okay, okay. Welcome, big man. Happy Friday to you. Okay, you go here. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay.
Damn. Come on, man. Give me a break. Oh!
Okay. Put you in here. Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Now.
Oh. Hey, is anyone there? Hello? I don't like this.
Okay. Just don't want him to be found. Put you in here. Okay. Is that will let me pass the dude? Biosuit. Aha! Now everybody likes me. Cool. Scroogey. Come on in.
Come on, give
You're done for. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Screwdriver, right? Right. Can he see through the thing? Probably. Yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of him. Come on in here. Okay. You. Gotta be careful that that guard over there doesn't see him. Whoa.
Oh, not right now, please.
Okay. Put you on ice here. Nice. Okay. I thought I saw something there. Okay. Get rid of him, so my entire thing upstairs is...
right now, please.
Okay. Was this the way up or no? This is not the way up. No, 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 no. Need to go here. Oh no, I gotta take care of Mr. Screwdriver here. Got him. Okay, we've got the lady over there with the scissors. Got the scissors, right? Yeah. Don't have a coin.
But I think it might be a weapon. You should look into it.
Okay, stay.
All
Is that what I think it is?
Why is he here?
Man, calm and smile.
Calm and smile. Okay. I need a place to put her.
Hey, Rubber Man.
Right along down there, Mr. Cage. Thanks.
Oh, there's this place, okay. Where the hell did... Oh, but if I drag her here, he will see. Oh, what happens if I do this? No? How the hell do you hear that through the closed door? You gotta be kidding me, man.
If anyone's there, identify yourself.
Okay, so what's the trick with her? I don't have an emetic. Okay. Close that, okay. Oh my god. Indeed.
I feel mildly annoyed.
He took the words right out of my mouth. I feel mildly annoyed. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, dude.
Man, I swear, these sort of things happen more to me than anybody else. I don't want to say I'm cursed or anything, but really? I mean, come on.
Okay. I'm just gonna get you here. This is a knockout fest.
Slightly annoyed with it.
Let's see. There's room in the closet, right or no? Yeah. Okay, cool. Hammer. If I had a hammer. Oh no, he's here. Of course he's going to send him.
For obvious safety reasons, I can't just let you drop shit around like that, mister.
If I give him a gun, where does he go?
You gotta be.
Sir, I think I just found a weapon over there. It was just lying around.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You must be
okay.
kidding me. A weapon?
Wish somebody would just drag me on the street and shoot me and put me out of my misery, Rabbit.
Be careful what you wish for, lady.
Finished.
She was scissors. There we go. Okay, nice. So that only leaves the top guy. Goes over here. Question is, do I first clear out the top floor and then go in and shoot him? That might be a better option, honestly. Let's see. All these people, man.
Oh, hi. Is there a toxic spill or something?
Yes. Not really sure what to do here. Put them there. Don't know. Can I go in here? Can. If I drop you here, they will see. What if I pull this? Fuck it.
Come on, come in. You come. It's quiet here. Over.
I was hoping he would go somewhere else.
Check your flanks.
Got nothing on the stairs. You have to leave. This area is no longer safe. We're locking it down.
Well, that's one less. I can put him somewhere.
Don't let this get to you, man. Calm and smile. Calm and smile.
Okay. You here? What if I take his outfit? This is a very powerful outfit. I can go anywhere, but... Let's see. Yeah, see, he doesn't like me. Okay. But in this outfit, I can carry this. I need to be the motorcycle anyway. Ah. Oh, man, man, man. I wish I could shoot him from somewhere else. No. Some dude decided you have to go in a motorcycle outfit all the way up here.
Muscle joints swelling up. Liquid retention is high. Looks like we also have some minor capillary bursting here. Bruises easily.
I can't knock him out because she comes in here. Well, I could potentially get the dude in there. Line him up in the...
Mr. Cage, let's get you back to your room for a rest. We're on top of everything, Mr. Cage. Don't worry about it.
Why is this open? I don't like that this is unlocked. Let me see. Yeah, if I can't shoot him.
Red tinge in eyes increasing still, indicating internal bleeding is on the rise. Rash also becoming more prominent, despite increasing translucency of the outer layers of skin.
Yeah, if I can do this from here. No. Crap. Oh. God damn it. I don't know what to do. So I can get to the top of the stairs. That's not a real problem. But then I've got to deal with this and this and this. Okay, lady, you're going down. Man, now I wish I had a coin because then you can coin lure. Okay. Oh god, we get those two coming in. Man, this is a pain in the ass. And of course somebody like Argus does it in like 5 minutes. Okay, lady, come on over. Next. Will he go down to the, if I throw this downstairs, will he go past it? I hope I can do that without bonking him in the head. Pain in the ass, pain in the ass.
Now, come on.
This is a drag. I don't like this part of the contract.
Guess it was the scarecrow.
Guess it was the scarecrow. Is that a Batman reference?
Okay. Looks like somebody's throwing stuff around. I'm gonna have a look. Out.
Looks like somebody's throwing stuff around. Can I have a look? Yes, yes.
Investigating possible disturbance. Over.
Okay, go see what it was. Go see. Oh. Almost got caught there.
Must have been the wind.
Okay. Over here. You go on the pile. Thought as much. Okay. Now, who's left? So I gotta be careful of that dude because he will see me come in. Okay.
Not in the mood for this right now. Strange.
Got some strange noises here.
I could knock him out on the stairs and drag him, but I'm afraid he will come back, stand here and see me do that. Oh, he's going the other way.
Okay. Really?
Oh, now we have that dude coming. Okay. Can't really do that then.
Man, I swear, these sort of things happen more to me than anybody else. I don't want to say I'm cursed or anything. Really?
Crap. I lost him. God damn it! This such got 540. It was annoying. I'm a half an hour in.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I don't know. I don't see how. I don't get how you get 540. Just getting to him. He is the entire point of the contract, and getting to him in that fucking outfit. There's this floor full of people that see you do stuff. Maybe I can sneak by now. Because he's looking out the window anyway. He's gonna see me. Oh, whatever. Let's go see. Getting to him is easy, one distraction shot. Yeah, while there's like 10 guards up there.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Pain in the ass. The dude in the theater doesn't see you immediately. The other targets were easy. This one is annoying. I got everybody out of the way so I could get the disguise, but yeah. Oh well. It's done. And I'm done with this one. Because you didn't change disguise until the motorcyclist? Okay. Yeah, so you were basically trespassing everywhere. Yeah, see, I did something. I hate this version of the map. I'm not a fan of Hokkaido in general, but yeah. Okay, so I have one left. Let's see, featured. This one. The Master Exploder. Let's see. After watching way too much One Piece, these three idiots thought being a pirate was a wicked awesome idea. Let's remind them how dangerous this actually is. Bonus, a true Master Exploder can do this with no loadout. Known as Jeremy the Wise. Okay. Explosion, explosion, explosion. Okay. Where the fuck is this? Oh, that's the... That's the well near the tavern. Behind me is the... So... These are metal workers, so probably I'd say here, because that's them. Okay. What was the hardest contract you've done? I can't think of a username. I don't really. I've done so many contracts, and I've done contracts that were such a pain in the ass. I could honestly not tell you. I would not know.
Lucky for you. Hey, oi! Are you new in the workshop?
Okay. Does that work out timing-wise? I have no idea. Let me pass, please. Oh, I don't think he's gonna blow up like in 3 seconds, probably. Crap.
We need to go find out now.
So it becomes a question from who do you delay? This blows. Does it take that one with me? With it?
When it blows, it blows. That's a fact of life. Just take it easy, okay?
Why did that explode? Huh? Oh. But the top guy was starting to get up again, so maybe wait till the top guy is on his place again. Then open this up, or is close to this. And then then open this up. Missing the wrench. Oh, let's see. I'm I'm sitting in the dark here. You can't see my beautiful face. There we go. Okay. Pick up the wrench, you moron. Wrench. That's how you get forest fires, dude. Okay. Now we wait. Because he's gonna do something that sets off this this propane for some reason, even if you block him.
Not to worry about how much you like your job.
That was so weird. I wonder why that is. Is it that him that's doing that? Oh, now he goes over there.
Me again. Someone needs to be taught some fucking manners. Pretty serious.
Hey! I could seriously use some help over here.
Trouble getting gear. I need you to keep your head down if you want to stay alive. You have to get out of here.
and I'd keep my head down if I need to know who did this. You know what the fucker looks like?
Huh. I need to delay the top guy. Basically. The problem is his sparks will set this off. Okay, so if it's not leaking, it will not go. Okay. That's what I was testing, see if that stuff goes with it, but it doesn't. If it's not leaking. You can't knock people out, right? I can. Will people see this?
Sure thing.
They will. Oh boy. But that doesn't work. Stay here for a second.
Hey, be a little more careful, okay?
God damn it.
Just take it easy, okay? Oh. Hey.
Sorry, dude, I gotta lock you into your routine.
Okay? Just take it easy, okay? Oh. Hey, be a little more careful, okay? Just take it easy, okay?
Okay. Got him. Okay. He goes back to work. He'll blow himself up. Meanwhile, we can get the key to the exit. Or is there only one exit? Is it one of these... There he goes. As soon as he starts welding, he's done. There we go. Well, this was easy. Oh, okay. I guess that's all the featured contracts done. Do you guys have any contracts for me that I should take a look at? The Master Mister. Yeah, you didn't use no loadout, right? I'm 52. 34 seconds. Yeah, they didn't go no loadout. Don't believe that for a second. And 5, Jesper 248. Nice. Okay. That should conclude the featured contracts. featured. No, I did them all. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Contracts. Search by friends. On where shall we go? One in Dubai, maybe. Been to Dubai in this game for a while. Nor. Jacques. Jacques Silly. What does that mean? Nor stands for no restrictions. Oh, nice. Who's the naked dude? Okay. Let's start here. Get a regular Krugi. Don't need this. Maybe some coins. And Scrambler. Let's see. Where are they? They're all. Oh, one's over here. That's downstairs, okay. Oh, can't I get down from here? Oh, you found him, huh? Okay, well maybe I can put him back there. Let's go take a look at the other ones. Oh, they're over here. Let's see. 4706. Right. Okay.
Cannot believe James called in sick today. Of all days. His Highness has everyone working triple shifts. There's so much going on here.
Why is this closed? Okay, so it's him. This one. Why is this closed? Oh, why is everything closed? Okay, it's you.
Look, this is gonna make me look.
Knock you out, okay. Where's the no. Oh, over there. Oh, it's these two. Yeah, right. Oh, got an extra casualty. Okay. Got it. Close this. Let's see, I don't think he likes me, so...
Welcome. Hello. Good to see you. How lovely to see so many friendly and familiar faces here today. Now, this has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am from
Let's see, whoop.
less privileged sides of the respectable Al-Ghazali family. But with a
Okay.
Really bad.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Don't you worry.
Hey, 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 hey. Excuse me. Looks like you. Hey, you.
Why?
Sakes, Christ.
Gotta aim next to him and then it's a headshot. That's weird. Oh, I'm still blue. Okay, still green gunned.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Well, we could basically scare her off and then kill the dude. So yeah, let's try that again. Because that should work, yeah. Oh, I could even... Because I don't really need the coins. Tools. Limited taser. Let's give him a proxy taser. Do I need a key hack? No, I don't. I could give the other one a thing too. So there's no panic. I'm gonna give him the remote taser. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. No.
Finally. Thank you, God.
Did she leave the price tag on?
Oh, no. My wife sent me a link. Huh?
Look, he's just gonna.
You've got to be kidding me.
Crap. Okay, so grab the propane tank, knock her out with it, shoot him. Yes. Yes.
Oh no, you.
Before she turns around. Okay.
Thank you, God.
Proximity taser. Over here.
Look, is this gonna make Help! No, 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 no.
Okay. No, he doesn't like me. Wonder why. Good day, sir. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Nice. Oh, I beat Jacques. I beat the creator with 1 second. Nice. I guess he employed a similar strategy. Oh, my game's crashing. My game is crashing. Why is that? Where's that my entire PC? No. Okay. My game crashed. A bit of a weird color temperature. Meow. Okay, game is booting. Game is booting. There we go. Okay, well, let's, oops. So it's just contracts. Done. Let's see, contracts. Search, friends. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Just the, shall we go to Dartmoor? I like Dartmoor. Let's see, Dartmoor downsizing. By Jacques. Don't I have a different friend? Jacques. Rebobs. Mr. Fernsby. Fernsby's filthy finaglers. Fernsby and his crew are alleged to be stealing toilet rolls from the mansion. The penalty is death. By Liquid. Saber, oh boy. In the suit, of course. No knockouts. No changing disguises. Okay. Electrocution, falling object, consumed poison. So, electrocution. Okay. So, I need... Yeah. Consumed poison. So, I need something... lethal poison. Yeah. Needs to fall. Falling object, so dump something on her. I think I can get him. I probably don't need to bring this, but yeah, we'll see. I think if he is where I think he is, there's a puddle of water there and a car battery nearby. Should be good. Should be peachy. The micro is my microphone peaking? I'll have to look back the VOD and see what's going on with that. Yeah, I have a new mic, so it's the first time I'm using it for the stream. But yeah. So there could be some weirdness going on with my sound. Okay. He's coming here.
Say what?
Like that. Saber. Where do I get the saber from? Or is that something I need to bring? Oh, there's shotguns here. These little execution guys are probably, yeah, see. So that can be done with this. Does anybody of you guys know, is there a saber on this map I can pick up? Fernsby. He is a falling object, so...
Mr. Patrick, can I do anything? Yes, actually.
I don't think there is a saber here, so I need to bring one, I guess. Because I don't need this, so that's good. Container. I can use the hunter's briefcase and put in a saber. Jarl saber. Machete. Proud swashbuckler. Oh wait, there is one in his office. So if I'm not gonna need that, then what am I gonna take? Distractions, coins. I know there's coins in the hallway, but yeah. I know where to find the saber. It's not going to be a problem.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment.
This is Whitmer, private investigator. Let's see if I go in here. There should be a saber right here.
She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex is like manipulation.
Such a gentleman.
I guess I thought he was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I'm at the dungeon and provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Go. Come on, what the?
I spent too long in the swoosh. Sometimes it takes forever, and sometimes it takes like 2 seconds. But we'll make it.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator.
Phineas Whitmer. Phineas. What a name. What's in a name, hey? Hey, Phineas, where's Ferb?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. Whatever we could talk about it.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. That stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I must have done something to provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Huh?
Okay, got him. Drop this, okay. Get this. Yes, okay. Who's next? Coins, coins, coins. He's upstairs, okay. Who are you? Oh, right, you're that one.
Who is throwing stuff around here? Come on.
Strange.
Looks like we're good. Really scared me. Someone get help.
What?
Someone help me deal with this asshole.
Crap, I wanted to close the... Oh, he's going... Well, you're awfully close. What was your thing? Accidental fall. Oh, and I can't knock people out, right? No. Crap. Okay, so I gotta get her into the bathroom there, and I can push her out the window. That's not a problem. But I gotta be careful of the dude that's walking up and down the aisle here. Okay.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator.
Big fucking house. Why do you ever need this big of a house? Oh, crap. I'm on the wrong exit entrance. Doesn't really matter. Yo, Fernsby. Okay. Then we'll do it this way. More ways than one. Get to what you need to do. Put you here. Nice. Why didn't he hear the bullet?
Wow. All right, you got my attention.
Everything seems fine. Oh my God. Bloody hell.
Oh, it's nothing.
Security, you need to deal with this guy right away.
If he can go fuck off.
I'm sure I saw something.
Come in.
No,
Anybody
I'm
there?
just tired.
Come in. Someone had an accident. Looks bad. Come in, command.
What's going on here?
Affirmative.
Is this
Tagging
like
and tagging.
Is that those bloody kids messing around?
Okay. Coin here. No. Crap.
No way.
Hello? Anyone there?
Aha.
Okay. Fuck's just coming in.
Time for a nice cup of tea. Excuse me.
Go see the coin, please. No.
Scary, yet titillating. Somehow. Hey! You can't be here! Please, I'm in love.
Why doesn't she see the fucking coin? And sometimes you have to be so precise. Is that too far on the outside or something? That should do it, right? Yeah. Okay. Restart. That's a restart. Consumed poison. That's gonna be a thing.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator.
Private investigator. I'm your instigator. Oh. Why the fuck do you... I did this before and it worked, and now... Okay. No intro times. Get over the wall directly and don't get stuck.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Okay. Run! Run, you fool, run! Where is it? Over here.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about the test. Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but...
Yes, okay.
I was in, we had everything to talk about.
What did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak out.
Come on, Fernsby, see me.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Okay. Don't then.
I could have sworn.
Okay, let's do it like this again then. And I'm close to her anyway. And the electrocution guy is behind me. Okay, let's get electrocution boy out of the way before I go on to the maid that needs to be dropped on. Doop, 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 doo, 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 doo.
Yo, Anne, what's up?
Excuse me? I heard that.
That looks like a false alarm.
Crap! How the hell? It bounced way too far, I guess. That's probably on me then.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Do, 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 do. She's probably the poison one. Okay. Get the saber. Might as well go here right away. Why was he swooshing me while I was getting in here? I'm below the stairs. No way you can see me, dude. Do 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 do.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Don't need this anymore. Okay, electrocution boy. Well, I could have done that before I got to Fernsby, but okay. Will probably be a bit quicker if I do it before I get to Fernsby, but yeah. There we go.
What's going on?
Calm down. What? Holy shit! Hey, are you okay? Hello?
Oh, it's nothing.
Okay.
Anyone copy?
That works out.
Trouble on our hands. Don't know what yet.
Baseball.
Okay.
Coins. One here. One right here.
Excuse me? What was that? Okay, who's doing that?
See the coin. You can come in, you know.
What?
Greatness.
Okay. Now, she's the poison one. She's the puzzle. I need to get up there. It doesn't work here. Okay.
Why do I have to do everything around here? I need.
Whatever.
Okay. I said, get over here.
Command? Anybody there? Come in. Got an accident over here.
Don't wonder why I can drop down from there. I gotta go all the way over here. Okay, well, where is she? Over there.
What was that? Man, I just heard a weird noise. I'm moving in to investigate. You gotta be kidding me. Shit! Hey, you can't be here.
God damn it.
I'm gonna take you down.
This isn't the place where I can get up, right? Or can I? Oh, I can. From there. Okay. Where does this go? Where's this? Oh, this is the place where I killed the lady. Okay. So I can go there. No, I can't. So I could go out this window. Okay. Okay. Don't really have much time left, I see.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
So if I do the electrocution guy before I do the Fernsby guy, that should save me some time, I think. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Gotta love the RNG in this game, right? Boom, 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 boom.
Private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Oh, head straight there, don't lose any time. Because then I should be able to cross.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about
Yeah, see, no problem.
Thanked me.
Just get this in case I need it.
What did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know.
Electrocution boy here.
But you're right. It's beautiful.
Okay. Come on, Fernsby. Turn this thing off.
Conserve energy.
Okay. Now.
Wow. All right, you got my attention.
Jesus H. Christ! Whoa, what a shock! There's been an accident. Someone get help.
Okay. Now, if he can go smoke a cigarette.
Command, you read me. Over. Got another accident.
Excuse me?
Is that those bloody kids messing around?
Coins. One here. One here. This. Okay.
What?
Lovely. Huh?
Okay. That this window up. And then this way. What does she drink? Oh, she goes in there to drink.
We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate. I'll keep you posted.
Fuck! Fucking hell! Fucking hell, mate. So I should have gotten in and then directly go to the side room where she doesn't come because she comes in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna get caught again, I guess. No.
What did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know.
Okay. Take care of this guy. Okay. On to you. Okay, sorry, I gotta turn on the oven. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have time for one more attempt. And then I have to call it a day. Wifey's on the way home. Just turn on the oven. And then I'll start cooking dinner. Okay, dude. We can do this! This is the run. Okay. Do.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about this text. Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she thanked me because she understood the position I was in, and we had everything to talk about it.
What did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought you was gonna read into them and freak out. Okay, I'm sit down.
Okay. Get in here. Fernsby. Come on down and claim your prize. Okay.
You should probably check that out, don't you think?
For sure.
Excuse me? I heard that. Oh, cool.
God, what's going on? Are you okay?
Okay. That works out.
Okay, back to business.
Hey! Hey! You're not allowed to be here! You are trouble. And we don't like trouble here. I'm reporting. There you are. We've got trouble.
Crap. Crap. Why didn't that work? Why? Because before I threw the baseball and not the coin. I don't get why she saw me though. Because she was going towards the coin.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Okay. That's these coins. Get the battery. Boop. Okay, Fernsby is on his way back. Turn on the vacuum cleaner. Fernsby is intrigued. What is this? Man, these haunted houses. Vacuum cleaners turning on by themselves. Okay.
Copy that.
Oh. Anybody there?
Okay. He's here. And he's on the balcony. Go on, lady.
What? Hello? Is anyone there?
3 little coin. Over here. Over here. And I've got a coin here. Get her in here. Right.
Okay. Nice.
I'm just A-okay.
Okay. Yes, yes. Sorry, dude, your girlfriend is not coming back.
Talk to Mr. Fernsby. He's in charge of the staff.
Keep an eye out.
Strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
The murder. Was the blood?
Not that I saw. I can think about it, but Lauren's fine.
Fuck me!
I'm getting someone to deal with you, arsehole. You, come on!
Okay, well, I don't have time for this anymore. I gotta go prepare dinner stuff. So, yeah, let's go see who's live. Let me see. Following. Yeah, let's go to Red. She's she's busy. She is playing Contract from the looks of it, so let's go say hi. If you are here for the drops, I'm going to drop you off at another Hitman player. So yeah, you can continue watch time there, and if your half hour is full, you get the bomb as dynamite. But other than that, she is also very nice to watch. So yeah, just go say hi, and hope you're having yourself a fantastic weekend. I will catch you guys later. Bye now.